Hi everybody! I hope you guys are enjoying this wonderful holiday weekend. Get to spend some time with some family and friends. And it is blasting hot. I don't know where everybody is out there, but man, it's hot here. I am in New Braunfels, Texas. Gonna be so fun. Today we're gonna talk about detox, summer detox. And if y'all have heard anything about the keto diet, which I'm sure you have, I have a friend that has lost like over 60 pounds. She's done incredible with Thrive and then just keeping up with everything else. So I'm going to go ahead and bring her on. We're going to chat a little bit and just kind of interview her and give you guys some insight too of what the difference is, because there's some different things as usual on anything. Some's good, some's bad. People don't really know the research on it. She is a nurse, so she'll be able to tell you extra. I'm not the researcher, so it helps. I'm bringing you on. Miss Leah Miller here. Okay, it says it's bringing you on. I'm super excited to have everybody here.
Hey!
I'm so excited about what's to come. Hey, how are you?
I'm good. Girl, you got me at the beach.
I know, so fun. So
It
fun.
is.
It's a great weekend to do that. I'm sitting outside too, hanging out by the camper. So, yeah, so good. So I'm excited to have you on here and
Thanks.
tell us a little bit about your story and everything that, there's so much false advertisement and different things about how keto's good, keto's bad, this and that. And keto's not just a product, it's actually a diet, and a
Right.
way that you can put your body into ketosis and stuff like that. And, there's a lot of health benefits and everything from what I'm understanding. I don't know a whole lot about this. Definitely not my,
That's
forte.
okay. You're
I'm
in
not
luck.
a
I
big
know a lot
researcher.
about it.
Yeah, so
Yes.
I think it's super good because we're getting ready to start like the summer detox thing that I'm getting ready to start for the next 3 months with a lot of my thrivers. And really anybody can do it. You don't have to be thriving to do the summer detox. So that's what's really exciting also. So I'm just going to go ahead and let you talk a little bit about, if I have any questions, I'll just pop right in.
Okay.
But that way you can talk about the differences and just kind of the nutrition part of it and what it's done for you, because I know you've had great success.
Yes.
So, all
So I
right, go
want to
right
be
ahead.
okay. So I'll be super honest, and I want to be clear. Like, I lost 50 pounds before I ever got on keto. Just doing that. So, FYI, it was not keto that made me lose 60, but I have lost about 10 on keto. And you asked a really great question. Am I really windy sounding? I can go
Uh-huh.
inside. Oh gosh. Okay.
It's fine. It's
Um,
okay.
okay. So basically, keto is. You asked the question: is it? Some say it's good, and some say it's bad. Well, there's a ton of doctors that speak about keto and what it really does in the body. And what I'm talking about when I say keto is the ketogenic diet. So you can eat a ketogenic diet, which is nothing compared to like old school Atkins, like people know what Atkins is. The keto diet really is a completely different. Your body identifies it completely differently than Atkins. So the main thing, which I love, is you get to have a lot of fat in keto. So we already said I was 60 pounds overweight, so I like to bring on the fat. But you focus on healthy fats basically, and you literally eat 70% fats in your day. Like, how cool is that? But so that's interesting, and that freaks a lot of people out. And I think that's why some people say it's not healthy. I might have to go in. Am I cutting out to y'all?
You're cutting out. You keep
Okay.
freezing.
Okay. Hold on. So
windier now.
Yeah, I'm gonna try
But
to
it's
go
clear.
inside, but I blocked. Oh, okay. So basically, when you let me try to scoot that. Here we go. So basically, when you when you eat healthy fats, well, first I would tell people, if you're wanting to really educate yourself on keto, one of the first places I would tell someone to start is basically really doing some research on what carbs do to the body. And there's a lot of science that proves that carbs are what actually turn into cholesterol and fats in the body, not fat. So that's, to me, the first thing that sticks out. Am I even clear anymore? I am so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm at a different location. You're not, I can't see you at all. So that's what's tripping me out. But anyway, basically on keto though, or with the healthy fats, think about butter. This is how I like to think of it. Y'all will have to forgive me for just a second. I'm just gonna go inside. But if you think
She's at the beach enjoying her vacation.
I'm so sorry. Hold on. So basically, if you think about butter, like people talk about butter or things, like the most thing that freaks people out about keto is the amount of fat that they have to eat. But if you really think about butter, for example, and like, you know how it gets hard when it's on the counter. But what does it do when you put it in your hand? It melts, right? So that's basically the same thing with keto. Why did we ever think fats is what caused cholesterol in the body? I'm not really sure. Or why did we think that fat caused peripheral vascular disease when really fat melts with temperature, with heat? So you're still frozen to me, by the way, so who knows how this is going to go. Yeah. It's freaking me out, but I'm all right at the same time. If you tell me you can see me, I believe you.
I can see you.
So basically, I think where my brain went with that is you asked what, is keto healthy or is it not? And I think one of the biggest things that's been driven into America for years and years is fat isn't healthy. And it was the biggest lie we were ever sold. And I don't know if any of your viewers or my viewers even know that, but that's the God's honest truth. Like there's tons. The man that originally presented that to our government, his name was, I want to say Ansel Keys, but anyway, let me just skip his name. Basically, he did research over 22 countries. However, he only turned in his research on 11. So you remember the craze where we just took fats out of everything. They took fat out of butter. They took fat out of ice cream. They took fat out of milk. They took fat out of everything.
Fat free.
Because what he said was that fat caused cardiovascular disease and heart disease. So basically, he sold the American government, who creates all of our food guide pyramid and all this stuff, on fats were bad. And if you look at where we are now, it's rampant. All of these diseases, diabetes, all this stuff is just rampant. And yet we've been cutting out fats for 20, 30 years now, and it's done nothing. Like fats went like this in our food, and all the disease went like this. If you think about it on like a chart. And so it doesn't
I guess I'm glad I never cut fat out.
Well, a lot of people do, but I'm just telling you, That's why people think that the keto diet is bad, because it has so much fat, but it could not be further from the truth. So that's my first thing, is to tell people to like super educate yourself on really what fat really does in our bodies. Because it's actually carbs that, when you overload your body with carbs, they essentially get converted to fat, and they actually will store in the liver, or they will go systemic and be high cholesterol in the body. So anyway, bunch of kiddos about to come in from the beach. What
Yeah.
other questions do you
Just
We have
kind of
somebody
like your,
commenting.
so I know that you're oh, we do. I don't even have that turned on. I guess I need to be,
Somebody, Connie Garcia, says she's been listening to Dr. Bird's Keto Way, getting results. Yes, keto
oh
is
yeah,
phenomenal. I've actually had
yeah.
my liver tested, and the ketogenic diet has been cleansing my liver and helping it perform and function better. So that's pretty
So
cool.
the keto is mainly beneficial because of your diet that you're doing to put your body in, and then whenever you throw in Thrive in the mix as well, that's getting you your vitamins, your minerals, probiotics, prebiotics, everything else that you need, so you don't
Right.
go into that tired. I hear a lot of people say that too. They have like a flu or like symptoms, I guess, because
Yes.
your body's detoxing and stuff. So what does Thrive do to help pull that, I guess, put back into your system?
So
Like
basically,
beneficial.
right. So when a person starts eating the ketogenic diet, they basically start eliminating carbs. You have like 5% carbs. And what happens is carbs really make you retain water in your body. And so when you start eliminating carbs, then you also start flushing water. And so we have electrolytes in our body that actually go with the water when it leaves. And that's what will actually cause people to have the keto flu, is because they're so depleted of the nutrients and the micronutrients naturally, because their body just like has what they call the whoosh effect. And it's basically you just hold much less water than you would normally. So then when you take Thrive every morning, you're actually putting back in potassium, magnesium, sodium, all these things that actually keep you from getting the keto flu. So I've went in and out of ketosis about probably like 6 times now, where you can convert your body back and forth out of it based off your diet. And I've never gotten the keto flu. And I've helped a lot of people do Thrive and keto, and none of them have ever gotten the keto flu. And it's crazy because I'm on these like keto groups, and there'll be people in there like complaining and going, oh, I feel terrible. And they just feel sick and lethargic, and they get bad headaches, and you just feel blah, like you don't feel good. People also have colon issues. They'll drink pickle juice. Why are you drinking pickle juice is what I want to tell some people. Like, why do you feel like you have to do that? Because if you supplement properly, none of those things happen. And it just so
Right.
happens trace minerals, all kinds of things that are in Thrive is what keto people need. And I just so happened to have been on Thrive like a year before I ever did keto. And so it was just the perfect diet for me to do.
Yeah.
So did
And do
that
you
answer
feel
that?
that? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So is it very obtainable? Um, how we were saying, because we actually met whenever we were down in Las Vegas, and you were talking about things like that, as far as going on vacation and doing different things. How does that fit into your daily life? I mean, I can understand how it's hard sometimes. I was just saying earlier, I had cake for breakfast. I mean, I will, but it's just different things. But it's only because it's a weekend. So how does
Yeah.
that play
Well,
into your?
I'm going to be really truthful with you. The keto diet has been so beneficial to my health and made me feel so great that, oh gosh, I've been on it 140 or 150 days or so. And like I said, I've gotten off a little bit in there, but I started a zero cheat challenge for myself about 7 weeks ago. and I was going to do it for 90 days. But I said, when I started my challenge, I was like, but I'm going on this beach trip and I might decide to cheat y'all on my beach trip, is what I told, my people that I have holding me accountable. But guess what? I am on this beach trip and I packed a cooler before I left my house, and I have zero intentions on cheating. So it's very doable, and really how it makes you feel is kind of addicting. Like, you just feel great all day. And when you do eat carbs, they drain the energy out of you. It's almost like just unplugging an amp, and you can hear it go, that's how it feels for someone that is eating keto. You're at peak performance when you eat keto. Like, your brain's snapping. You just have no mental fog. You feel great. All these things, which a lot of those things I did already feel before, because I was thriving, because Thrive offers a lot of that too. But it's almost the brain function more than anything, because our brain really needs fat to function. But if we eat carbs, our bodies don't use the fat. Our bodies will burn the carbs first for fuel or energy. And that's kind of not what we really at the root need. We really need ketones, or fat that converts to ketones. But so I guess I'm just saying, I feel so good, and my brain feels so good, and all of this stuff, that I'm on vacation. I very much could have cheated. My husband ordered a cheesecake next to me last night at this really nice restaurant. And he's going like, "You want some?" And I'm like, "Actually, I don't. I feel great." And I was like, "I'll make me a shake when I get home," because my Thrive Shake is very much a supplement for me. Sometimes if I want something sweet or something like that, it just so happens our shake is the perfect keto ratios. See, in keto, you count carbs, fat, and protein. And our shake, if you just add like a little bit of coconut oil to our shake, it's like the perfect ratio for a keto person. So
awesome.
That's really nice. Yeah, because it tastes so super yummy. So
that's cool. So
anyway,
I mean, and we all know
anytime
and then anytime that you take supplements or anything like that, just as it is with Thrive, I mean, the better that your body is doing and functioning, and what you're putting in basically is what you're going to be putting out. So everything else can work better, obviously, whenever you're putting in better foods and better nutrition and everything like that. So yeah, that's good. I'm glad. I'm very curious. I know that you've had great success with it, so I'm very curious to know a whole lot more about it. And guys, if y'all have any questions, or if you're watching this on replay, definitely let us know, and we can get back to you and answer any questions that you guys may have, because finding out, a lot of different things, it is beneficial to add in good diet and good everything, especially if you're wanting good results. So thank you. Yeah.
Just do me a favor. All right. I need all your listeners to just don't do the pickle juice thing. It drives me bananas in those groups.
Yeah.
Like, don't torture yourself. Don't have the keto flu. You don't have to do it.
Yeah. Do your research.
Over and over. Yeah. Right. Do your research. Supplement. Do yourself due diligence. Really learn about it. You could start it really simple. It's so doable. And
because it's not just, I'm going to eat a bunch of fat.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and it's not just, I'm going to go eat a bunch of fat and, eat carbs and everything else and all this, but
right.
Yeah, so definitely do your research. It's not Atkins, it's not carb-free, it's a whole lot more in depth of that. So
yes.
Thank you so much for all of your knowledge.
You're so welcome. Google the health benefits. If nobody does anything else, Google the health benefits. There's tons of research on the different diseases and different things that the ketogenic diet helps people with, including curing seizures, which is really, really awesome. So So anyway,
Awesome.
hopefully it helps somebody. Thank
Yeah.
you for having me. I appreciate
All
it.
right. Yeah,
All
absolutely. I
right.
hope everybody enjoys their weekend. See you later. Bye.
Yay. Okay. Bye.